Hello everybody, Rex here, coming to you with part 2 of how to make a homemade Pteranodon. So here I've cut out these pieces, and this was the original body frame here. Right here, this is the head. Now what I had to do is end up making it much bigger, because the body, here's like the side of the body, if you compare it to the top here, way too small. So I had to make a new top half just to fit that up. Alright. So you might want to just kind of figure out how long this is and make something about the same length or a little bit longer. So just a heads up there. So what I want to work on first is the wings. So we're going to do the wings first. And yes. And again, like I said, I've never done this kind of thing before, so I'm kind of just thinking about it and working it out as I go along. Alright, so what you're going to need for this part is these wings, these parts, and these parts. Now, as you can see here on both of these, I did not finish cutting these out because I'm thinking of an idea for these, so I might just cut those completely off and then attach the fingers a different way, because it's kind of just a rough template of where I wanted the fingers to be. So if you want to cut that, just cut those right off. You can. I'm not doing that right now. And also, before we get started, I already did this, but you won't want to cover all of it, all of these parts in Elmer's glue. So, you know, put it all on, put it on the edges, get it nice and sealed and let it all dry. So if you haven't done that yet, stop and do that, and then come back and start at this point, alright? So I'll stop for a second just so you can stop the video and do that. Okay, after much fiddling around and stuff, I decided I'm not going to do this design setup. I was fiddling around with it and the head attachment stuff. And I can do it, but I just don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like how this is turning out. I mean, after a little bit more work, it could look pretty nice here. I would cover this up and have it right about here, so this would slide into like a little groove or something, so when it slid in you couldn't see it. But again, I could get the head attached here and stuff, but I decided I'm going to scrap this idea. Partially due to the fact of the lines, and again, this attachment part, the way this would work and all this stuff, it would be, you would see the line and you would see it wouldn't look nice to me. It's the same issue I have with the Thrasher Fallen Kingdom T-Rex. Those grooves on the T-Rex. It's a good looking T-Rex, but I hate to see these kind of grooves. See, like this, like this. This is I don't like this. So you did see how to put these wings on. I mean, if you want to use these wings, you can for the rest of the build, but I decided to go with these plain wings for it. So I remade the wings, remade this part, remade the legs to work. And this is kind of just one side. It's sort of done. So I made a leg. I put this wing on. You can see that you can't see it here. It's been sealed up. And the jaw, unfortunately, I am not able to get the jaw to move. The pegs that we use, these little guys, the head's too small, and this peg, as small as it is too big. So I can't get the mouth to open, but the wings will flap, alright? And the legs are going to move. So 2 points of articulation at least. My little copies have 0 articulation, so this guy to have some is better than none, right? Right? Alright, so I'm going to show you how to make the wings and the legs and all this stuff, and then we'll just put it all together and you'll be done. Alright, okay, so this is all junk. We're just going to push that out to the side. Oh, yeah. Okay, so first we're going to start. There's the wing that we're going to be working on. I put away stuff I'm going to need. Okay. I'm going to work on the feet. We're going to do the feet first. And this is quite a simple thing for the feet. 1 minute as I find another little peggy thingy thing. Okay, here's a little peggy thingy. So let me just see which foot this goes to. Okay. Alright, so here's the other foot. It's got 4 toes. That's how it needs, and that's a little peg. Alright, so let's see. These are the outer ones. Now I also remade, okay, so I ended up making 4 of these, and I made these ones a little more of a muscle here, just because the peg, again, is thick, and these were too small to work, but they work for the middle toes. So what I'm going to do is just first make sure I get the hole on the right leg. I'm going to press down as I always do when it comes to doing this stuff. I'm going to do that. Take our peg, wheel it around, slip it in, and easy. So now you're going to take these 2 feet, and you're first going to cut them right about where you have the words or whatever, if you can see this little word markings there. And you pretty much want to cut them right where the ball thingy is, so like that. Alright, then just do the same to the other foot. Okay, just like that. Alright, and then you're going to take your hot glue, and you want to put the hot glue from here down about like that. And you're going to take your cutout and slap it somewhat like that. You can clean it up later. And then you just do the same to the other foot, other piece, just like that. Take it, slam it down. Okay. And then you're going to take the final one, and this one you want to put all the glue on all of it. And then you're going to slap the big plate on, just like so. Fiddle around with it a little bit. Okay. And then what you want to do is fill in any of the all the spots here, and then just let it dry and then clean it up, and then cut into the toes and spread them out. Okay. And then what you can do is also clip the toes and trim them up to make them look more even. So something like that. And then you just want to go around and clean all of it up. Alright. Then when you're done cleaning it, you're gonna put the leg on. You can do this is just for test fitting, but you don't have to do this till later. So you can put it in. And one thing when you do fan this out, it's going to hang over and stuff, so you're just going to take your scissors and cut this till it's not hanging over at all. Okay? Kind of like this one, if you look at these pegs, they've been cut so that they don't hang over at all here. Okay? Alright, so you got the legs done. Yay! Alright, this is a very simple thing. We just take this head plate and put it on this head plate. Just like that. Pretty simple. Just boop doop 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 doop. Just like that. Take your head plate, slap it on, make sure it's on there nice and even, and there you go. Now you have both sides of the face done. Pretty easy. Okay, well, that's the head part. Okay, now we're doing the wings. So here's the wing that I did do. And now we're just taking all the wing parts here. I need a little more bendy wires. I'll just keep using this black. I'm almost out of this wire. After test using it a bunch, I'm pretty much out. So I'm just going to take some, cut it again. That'll be good. And then what I'm going to do is kind of figure out it in the same exact spot as these ones are. So I have it exactly the same, because there are some things that are off, and hopefully I can fix those. Okay, so now at this point we're just going to slap it down like this. Now it's important to put the hot glue on first, like that, and then take your little pin here and push it down like that. And then you're just gonna, well, I guess you don't have to do this part just yet. We'll just get these two attached first. This is a pretty simple project, isn't it? Maybe. I don't know. No, not really. It's been a pain actually trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. Alright, and this is going to slip, just cover right over it. So at this point what you can do is you want to put the glue all around like this. Okay, like that. Then you want to take your little cover that you've made and test fit this before you do this. And then you're just going to press down, like so. And there you go. Not bad, huh? And of course you'll be cutting these once you put them onto the body. But we can't do that until we get the top of the Pteranodon put together. And that is going to be a very interesting thing to do. So I'll get back we'll get to putting it together once I figure out how to put it together.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I did tell you this is the first time I ever did this, and I had no idea what I was doing. So you were warned. So once again, I had to remake these beak parts. Let's see if I can't find the... Okay, so I had these. So first they were too small of a body, but I was still going to use this for the beak. But it was still not long enough because of the crest plate here. So I pretty much had to trace this part and just extend this whole piece and make it longer into one giant beak for this shape, alright? Okay, so here's what you want to do. After me fiddling around with this for a little bit, I'm finally ready to show you what I'm going to do. So first, if you look at the back thingy, I don't know what this is called. I'm going to call it the decorative thing. But what you're going to do is you're going to pinch it and pull it like this and create a little bit of a... And you're going to do this to both sides. Okay, so once again, I did something different because it messed up pretty quickly. All I did was put a little hot glue on the very tip of the nose just to get that hooked in. So just do that and don't do what I did when I told you to do it the other way. That was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Yeah. Though it's not a difficult build, it's just a very confusing build. Because, again, like I've said before, and I will say again, I've never done it before. I keep saying that just so you guys aren't like, why do you keep messing up? Well, it's because I never did this before. Okay? So what I plan to do at this point is attach the back section. Now once the back section's attached, we'll slip the wings in and glue them in from underneath, and then we'll put on the bottom slate, put the feet on, and then put the bottom on, and we're done. What? And then you just have to paint it. Okay, so let's see what I'm going to do here. Now you would think this would be easy. Yeah, you would think a lot. But I'm just trying to see exactly how both of these ending spots kind of at the back of the head here kind of make up, and see how I'm gonna... Okay. So I think I got it, but I don't know how it's gonna turn out. So all you're gonna do is... Oh, I just don't know how I'm going to fully get this. So I'm just going to see how well this fits onto here, just to see how it's going to kind of form, because I don't want it like pop too far out. So hopefully this works. So here we go. So just work. I'm going to try to do this on camera, I guess. Might as well, right? Might as well. It's okay if you mess up. Okay. There. That wasn't too hard, was it? It was extremely difficult. Alright, so I'm gonna put the other bit on the other side. And then we're just gonna do the same thing we did on this side, to this side, to this side, to this side, to this side. Okay. So once you've done getting this put together, oh, that wasn't too hard, was it? Maybe it was, I don't know. Was hard for me. Okay, and then we're going to attach the two back plates here and make sure that they are sort of straight. So kind of just put a little glue inside and then kind of just bend these into place and kind of work out of and see how well they work and different stuff. Okay. Alright, now it looked kind of nasty, but you just have to clean that up and it should look pretty nice once you've, clean it up. Okay, so now we take our top plate and we're just going to slam it down like that, and what you can do is you want to do what we normally been doing with this kind of thing is you just take it, draw a line there, draw a line here, kind of get it to the shape that you want. I would especially recommend it doing it here for this top head piece, just so it's nice and nice. Alright, just do that. Okay, you can retest fit if you want. And that is definitely gonna work. Now you do have an underneath section here, and what you can do is with the other one that I cut out here, is slam that underneath. And I think this would be a step to do first. This should have been done before, anyways. So you can go like this, draw it out, cut it. I think this will still work out just fine. Just cut it, refit it underneath, try to fit it if you can. Okay. And there's no way I'm going to be able to trim this once I get this underneath here, so I'll try my best to make this work. And let's see if I use the pencil I can push up. So here's the plan that I have gave myself. I'm going to glue this up, I'm going to slam it underneath. I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to use it to make a big mess, but seal it up anyways. Okay, that worked out pretty good. There's only a little tiny gap back here. I'm just going to put some hot glue just to completely seal the back up. Alright, this is not looking that bad. And now we just put some hot glue on the top of the head here. Get that all sealed up. Boom, 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 boom. And then we take our tip here, put it right on the tip, put it right down on the head, pull it up, make the shape work. Whoops. Make sure the nose piece is on properly. Make sure it's all right down there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty good. So it looks pretty messy. That's what it looks like. Alright. So what you want to do is clean this all up, and I'm not going to do that on camera just because it takes a long time to get everything nice and clean. So now we're going to put the wings on. Woo! Yay, wings! So first I'm going to cut these. Hopefully I didn't just cut them too short, which is a possibility. And then I'm going to first make sure these holes are clear. Okay. And then I'm going to put the wings on. Okay. And make sure the wings are pushed all the way in. And if you notice in here, they aren't bent yet. So you're going to want to bend these over. Make sure they're bent all the way over. Okay. Make sure they're nice and tight on the sides here. Alright. Oh, I kind of messed up though, because we need a little bit of a gap here so we can hot glue them down first. So we're going to do that. We're going to do that. And then we're going to push down like that. Go to the other one, push down like that. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to hot glue them in permanently. Just fill the belly up on whatever side you're doing. Just fill that right up. This will also seal anything you got going. Don't put too much down because you still have to put the belly plate down. Okay. So after you get this side done, we go over to the next wing and we do the same thing. Cut these, not too short. Okay. And then just remake sure that the hole works. And it's turned out pretty good for me not knowing what I'm doing. Slip these in. Okay. Press against it. Get these parts facing the right way. Okay. Just grab a little bit more here. Okay. So now we're going to put some hot glue down here. Some hot glue down here. And once again, I'm going to put my pencil in here. Kind of slam these down into the hot glue. Alright. This reminds me of kind of like the mosquitoes getting trapped in amber when I'm doing this. I'm just going to fill the whole belly up at this point with hot glue. Not the full belly, but I'm going to really just secure these in here. Okay. Alright. So well, I have noticed that the wings are a little off from each other, but that is something that can be fixed if you peel off one of these plates here and you can just kind of move it. So this is not something that can't be fixed. This is something that can be fixed, which I'm happy about. It'll just be a little bit of work, but it looks pretty good right now. I think that looks great. Yes, again, I said I can fix this. All I had to do is take off this plate, but that's easy. Yeah, this plate is a little bit, and I thought I did a pretty good job lining that up, but apparently I did not. But besides that, it looks pretty good. So all it's left to do is get the feet on. So you're gonna need your feet. Make sure that the holes are still open. Sorry. Make sure the holes are still open for the feet, because I kind of went a little crazy with the hot glue here. Okay. So I'm going to put this foot on first because the pegs have already been cut. First, you're going to want to clean the feet and make them nice, okay? So before you put the feet on, clean the feet up, and then we'll put the feet on, okay? So I'm going to clean this up really quick, and then we'll put them on, okay? Okay. Okay, just like before, what I did with this is I took a piece of cardboard, put some paper onto it, make sure it's all covered, both sides, and then I traced it underneath, like so, to get it to fit perfectly so I can fill it up. And also, I fixed the wings while I was off camera. Look at that. Oh, except it's kind of come undone here, which just needs a little more glue to fix that. Alright, before we attach the bottom, we need to put the feet on. So this is the feet step. I've cleaned them up, and they're well done. And yeah, not much to the feet. So you can slip them in through the little hole that they've got. And then you just need to spread out the toesy little pegs that are in here. Make sure my tool's clean. Then you're just going to spread out the little tacks thingies like that, and that should do it. And then do the same thing with the other one. Now this is going to be too long when it goes in there, so these won't actually fit. So I'm going to cut them before I put them in. I started there, did you hear me? I was like, actually. Very stuttery. I don't know why, but I was. Okay, and by the way, to get this plate off and reattached was a big work. Work to do. Alright, so I got the feet in. I think I just realized I made a mistake. A mistake I shouldn't have made, but I did anyways. Okay, so got the feet on, but as you can see, when the feet go back, they hit each other. Now you have to spread the feet out, but before you spread the feet out, remember what we normally do? We put this underneath here and make sure that there's enough room. Just trying to see if I can even fix this. Maybe if I can just fiddle around with the feet instead of doing that. Let's see what I can do here. First I'm going to get this pushed in all the way I can. Okay. Okay, if you can hear that phone ringing, it's not from me. Kind of spread the feet out a little bit. Yeah, that works. It all works. Alright, so now we go to the final step. Now we just put the belly on. I'm going to spread the feet up to make this work a little better. I'm going to start from the back because of how the tail piece is. So I'm just going to put that down there. I'm just going to pour the glue along the edges and all around and seal it up. And I'm going to take this as quickly as possible. I'm going to slap it down on the tail. Slam. Boom, boom, boom. Curve the neck. Make sure it's very nice. Smooth it out. It's going to be a little bit of a lip hangover, but that's okay, because that can be just cleaned up. And there we go. Oh! The back area has been sealed up. I don't know if you can see that, but the inside there, I sealed that up. And there you go. The feet can move up and down. They can go back like that. They can go forward if I wanted them to, but they can go backwards. Now the tail could need a little more work on there, but at this point, all I need to do is a little bit of a trim in these areas. So that's all I need to really do is trim all this up and clean all this up. And yeah, so just clean this up, and then pretty much ready to paint. And the wings can flap. Look at that. Oh, the wings can go down. You can have them one tilted. You can have them both up. I like what I did here a lot better. You can kind of see the spots here, but you can't really see them when they bend. A little bit more on this side than this side, but yeah, this turned out really nice. It's not finished. I still need to paint it. So this was going to be 4 parts, but I think this is only going to be a 3-part video. Alright, so we put it all together. I need to fix this, but I'll do that off screen. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you're interested to see what it looks like completely finished, that'll be part 3, and I don't think there'll be a part 4. Okay, I didn't think I wasn't going to get that way. Now I will put a top coat over here, like a piece of paper, and seal this up. So, you know, part 3 will have a little more of a finishing up on some little things before I paint it. So if you want to see me touch it up and do some little things on part 3, then by all means. Alright, but that is our Pteranodon. I hope you enjoyed it, and again, I apologize if there was any difficulties or hardships with it. I said when I first started this, I had no idea what I was doing, and that was true. I made a lot of mistakes on this guy, But as you can see here, it's okay to make mistakes because you can learn from them. And this is a really, really good build method. Now that I know how to make this, I can make more of these and better. Oops, better than I did here because I kind of know what I'm doing now. Instead of kind of just winging it, I'm winging. Alright. So this has been Stegorex with how to make a Pteranodon part 2, and I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It was fun trying to figure out how to make this guy, and I hope I see you in part 3. Until then, have a great day, and I'll see you then. Bye.